What's up, YouTube? It's Josh. Yes, maybe I'll just change the name instead of saying FJ55 Iron Pig every time like I've been doing the last 4 years to, how about FJ Josh? Or just FJ55. I've been feeling like I need to change my name. That's basically what I'm saying. Tired of saying FJ55 Iron Pig. Do you guys have any suggestions? If you do, I'm open to any of them. Doesn't mean I'll use whatever you put out, but I'm open to any of them. Post them down below and let me know. Or you can make a goofy video about it if you wanted to. But yeah, I'm on call. And for some reason, I've only had like 4 calls tonight so far. It's already almost 7 o'clock on Friday. I'm shocked. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to say any more. But yeah, I finally got my new holster in. The guy wound up having to have surgery, so he was delayed a little bit. Redline Concealment holsters. Is that Waxahachie, Texas? I think the real Cobra Burnout would be able to tell me. If he took that address and he put it in the computer that's in his snake pit, he might be able to tell me where Waxahachie is located, or if they're any good, or just what the deal is as I ramble. It's a holster to replace this one that I've been wearing for over a year now, I think it is. That was a Century something. I remember. But they're pretty much out of business for the most part now. Wasn't the best experience getting that holster, but it's a good holster. Really good, actually, I should say. It helps me carry that big old hunk of metal, the Glock 21 appendix. So yeah, as you can see, we got some paper. I like that. Help keeping it from getting crushed. That shit is empty. Here you go. I can show you that. 45 bucks, yo. 45 for 45. That works for me. Off camera, you don't need to see that. You don't need to see that. And here we go. Get some cool cards with it too. So let's get a little close up of these, and we'll get to the holster. Don't worry. Keep your panties on. Redline Concealment holsters. Thanks for your business. It's always nice when a business does that. These are actually really nice business cards. I like these. So there's his phone number. RedlineConcealmentHolsters.com. One word. Or RLCHOLSTERS@charter.net. Waxahachie. That's how I'm going to say it. I hope I'm right. He's also on Facebook. That's how I found him. I was at a Facebook group, in a Facebook group, gun-oriented, of course. And the guy had a really sweet 1911 with a great looking holster in it. And I asked him, hey, where'd you get that holster? And he told me. I went to the guy's Facebook page, and then I went to his website. Ooh, fancy. And sure enough, there it was. Great price. They're all handmade individually by this guy. And here it is. Pretty cool. I like it. I don't know why my flash is turned off. That's ridiculous. But I got it with the strut and the snap. You have to pull it from the top. And when they're brand new, they're always stiff. That's good. You have to wear them in. It is a tuckable inside the waistband holster. If you don't know what that means, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you'd be oriented. Your belt is going to go through this doohickey right here. Your soft loop. This is what I've been really wanting to try. And notice how there's a separation there. That's because you can tuck your shirt in right now. That's a big deal for concealed carry. Especially if you have to dress up a little bit. Note, let me see, are we focused on that very well? Yeah, we are. Good. These are adjustable for tension. I'm sure you could do something with that. It has rubber spacers in there. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see the rubber spacers. Look like little black donuts. But that helps to keep the screws from backing out. What I always recommend, or I've never recommended it, what I recommend from now on is that you find the setting you like and use blue Loctite. Why? Because stuff will back out on you eventually. This is also adjustable for ride height in your belt. You got 3 positions, so what is that, about an inch? It's at the highest position right here, which means it will be at the deepest concealment, which means it'll bury itself. So, take this bad boy out to play. In case you're wondering, what kind of ammo does Josh have? Come on, focus on it. You dirty bastard. There we go. If you can see that, here we go, Winchester. And it just says 45 auto. These are the Winchester PDX-1s. They're Winchester's version of the self-defense round. Why did I just unload my gun before I put it in the holster? Good question. Whenever you have a brand new holster, I don't care if it's leather, Kydex, nylon, Bulletron, plastic injection molded stuff, any holster, do not put, I mean, if you have a magazine in the gun, that's no big deal. But if you have a round in the chamber, do not put it in your holster the first few times. Why? Because you don't know for a fact how tight this trigger guard is going to be in there. You want to assume that it's good. You want to assume it's going to work, just slam it in there. But if there's some little manufacturer's defect, a little default, something that didn't quite work right, there is, yes, a slight risk. Clear chamber, empty chamber. That when you put it in, we'll put it in the first time together here. Ooh, it's feeling tight right there. That's good. As you put it in, you'll catch that trigger and it'll fire the gun off. I have never seen that. I've never even heard of anyone ever talking about this. I have never seen a video on this. This is just my own thinking when it comes to it. And I think that everyone should do it. That's what I do. And I don't think I've ever mentioned on video before. Empty your gun first. Do not have a round in the chamber, like on a Glock, or have your hammer back on a hammer-fired weapon. Because there is that risk that maybe it wasn't done right. What if it was done by a machine? What if the quality check wasn't done right? We're all human. We all make stupid mistakes. Off my soapbox. So, how do we know if it worked or not? Jeez, that's nice and tight. It worked. I'm going to do it a couple more times. I put it in a little harder that time. Oh yeah. That is stiff. So far so good. Let's slam it in there. Now, I never holster my gun this way. Well, I shouldn't say never. That's not the way I holster my gun. I pull it out if I ever had to use it very quick. When I reholster, it's methodical, slow, and deliberate like that, if not slower. Folks, there's no speed contest when reholstering. That's where one of your big dangers is. Oh, there we go. Let's try it one more last time. We'll do it slow. Man, I can hear that echoing through my house. All right, let's danger this bitch up. In case you didn't know, you can hold 13 rounds in this bad boy. So you have 14 rounds. Man, that is ridiculous. I'm taking it off camera for a second here, putting it right where I'd hold it. That's some good retention there, buddy. That's gonna wear in good. So here's how it looks. Redline concealment holsters. The guy's a fireman, or former fireman, I don't know for sure. I got the combat cut, which means I don't have anything up here on the sweat guard normal area. I may live to regret that. We'll find out. Man, that's a good looking holster. Look at that definition too. Really good eye on there. I've only seen one thing. Not all of it's normal. These aren't exactly parallel. They're slightly off. I don't care, as long as it doesn't affect the function of it. He has good choices of Kydex colors. You know, you got your carbon fiber, you got your cryptic stuff, the usual. So yeah. Enough talking. I'm going to throw this puppy on, see how it does.
A few moments later.
Alright. So hopefully this shows up. Find out here. It's the first time ever wearing a tuckable holster. It was easy to put on real quick for me. It took me about a minute or two to figure out how to tuck in my shirt, kind of, sort of, maybe. I'm wearing my work jeans. I usually wear jeans anyways. This is with the SOE Low Pro EDC belt. Love it. You can move it around any way you want, which I will probably There you go. A little less thickness there. I have the single strut because that means you can angle it more. You can adjust it as well. So if it's hanging out way over here and you got the butt of the gun sticking out, you just adjust it slightly. It fits a little bit higher than the holster that I wear. Until I'll have to get used to bending over again. With my old holster, it sat really deep in my waist. Almost too deep for a really quick draw, but it worked. So, ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Here it is, right here. And, there we go. Don't let that discourage you. The snaps, the pull to snap or whatever they're called, they're very stiff when you first get them. You have to work them in. Just like a leather belt, leather harness, whatever you're using. But yeah, I can still get a full grip. The only slight interference I have is a strut right there. Hopefully it's showing up on camera. But I can almost get a full grip. The only thing that keeps me getting a full grip is the belt. But I can adjust it a little higher if I want. That does mean it'll be harder for me to bend over. It feels good. The weight disappears. It feels really snug in my gut. Yeah, I like that. Note the slow reholstering. I don't know. I'll have to give it a try. At work, so I can't carry it around with me, but in a week or so I'll be able to. Thanks for watching.